Hercules, is today the day? Look who's sneaking out of Herc's house. You guys been hanging out in Hercules' house? You're so cute. Hey, big guy.
Buddy. Hey guys, welcome back to K&S Get Out. We're back in the bibs today. Whoa, buddy.
Got goats jumping on me.
Spruce is ready to eat. Big updates on Blue.
Oh, hi, buddy.
We really believe, based on everything we've learned, today's the day. We wouldn't complain about her waiting till tomorrow. Hey, Herc says hi, by the way.
Yeah, he wants to be a part of this intro, apparently. Don't you? Hi, buddy. Hi.
He gets real close with that tongue. All right, Herc. Let's go see how Bluesy's doing. Come on, Sprucey. We'll get you some food.
Hi, Mama and boys. Good morning, Blue. Hi, Sugar.
How you doing, baby girl?
I would say her tail is still about half mast.
Yeah, that's what I saw on the cameras this morning. She had it lower than she has the past, I don't know, 3 days. But it kind of fluctuates. She'll lift it back up and then put it back down.
But she is very swollen, and I think her bag is starting to fill in more as well.
So the swelling on her rear end, I think the scientific term is vulva. That swelling is because the babies are basically dropping. Where's my food? Mom!
Are you feeling
Mom,
left out?
I just want to eat my food.
Okay. Can we just talk about Blue for a minute?
No, I'm here.
Well, I know, but Blue's here too.
Actually, that rotten stinker, she's done it, he's done it, I caught Koopa doing it. This little interior paneling, the sheathing, is only about 3/8 inch thick. I didn't go all out on that because it's a goat shelter and I knew they'd be tearing it up. But they literally broke through it. You included. You were working pretty hard on it, weren't you? Yeah. And so we had a big hole here and they were starting to knock our pallet panels out. You know what?
What?
Let's go get some food.
Let's go get some food.
That make you guys happy? Hey, don't be a biter, you weirdo.
Golly, you guys are covering me. All right, let's get you taken care of.
If I'm being honest, we have not left Shady Acres much at all, as little as possible. Now, I did have to take a quick run into town just to, remember that there's life going on outside of Blue having her goatlets. But we're trying our best to be here, monitor her. We've debated, and all of you.
Oh, really?
Whoa!
Really? I'm going to get it now. I gotta clean all the feeders out. Well, that's just rude.
Goodness.
You tell him, Larry.
He learned it from this big guy over here. But our entire focus has just been being here for Blue. I'd love to just put her in this nursery and say, hey, just stay here until you go into labor. And that may be something we do today as we see how she's doing. I don't even know if you can hear me over these guys. I knew there was a slight chance of rain, but I didn't count on it. I didn't put the feeders. Well, careful. Well, I know. That's why you don't do that, silly. We're getting your food. We have been taking the feeders. Hi, buddy. Don't you nibble my ear. We've been taking the feeders and putting them in the hay shed. Failed to do so last night.
It has not called for rain on the weather app, and we have just had mist nonstop.
Just constant moisture dropping.
Yeah.
Okay, get your feet out of there, sillies.
Mama's got her tongue sticking out. Whoa.
He thinks it's such an honor to eat out of that bucket every single time.
It's Mama he's yelling at.
Oh yeah. No, he's definitely climbed the ladder above her. Don't do that while I'm drinking, Deborah.
Is that some good water?
I'm just kind of annoyed about it.
Whoa.
Coming through.
Yeah. All right. On to the next one. Man, I do have to say, after looking at all those pictures, Mama looks so good from when we first got her. Her coat looks so much better. Her demeanor is better. Like,
looks a whole lot healthier.
Yes.
And happier.
Oh, yeah.
Super content.
You could see, come on, man.
Not sure
you could see in some of the pictures I got of her where she was just like laying around like she was depressed, but she's so much better.
Yeah, she was re-energizing.
Yep.
Spruce is gonna get 2 seconds work, and then he's out.
There's a whole feeder full over there. I don't know why you have to eat out of the bucket.
It's a magical bucket. It always gets more hay.
That's true.
You're getting hate on there, dude. Don't care. Don't care. You can't give me Ouija. I'm over here.
So a crooked tail was one of the signs of possibly going into labor. Her tail's got a little bit of a crook to it there. Pardon me. I know. Super swollen back here. Let's see if we can see that bag filling in down here. Just a little bit. She doesn't like to be violated.
Would you?
Not at all.
Yeah, one of the other things that was on that list was a change in normal demeanor. Now, she's not usually one when we come down to feed that will come up to the gate or come up to the panel and beg for food or, you know, show her anxiousness to eat. She knows everybody else will do that, and she trusts us that we're going to feed her. However, like this morning, Herc came in, was hyper, kind of riles everybody up. It's very normal. He starts teasing Luigi, wants to play with him. And most of the time, everybody runs out of the shelter. He comes out, and then they all just kind of hang out here until he says you can go back in peacefully. It's just a game they play. She's not been doing that.
No, she's
Everybody will leave the
there.
shelter, but she will stay right here, and she'll just kind of awkwardly lean against this and watch, or she'll get up there and actually lay down in the top of the shelter, which is not like her throughout the day. She wants to be out on the Herc hut or out there on that log. Her demeanor has definitely changed, but it's really more highlighted in the last 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Which makes it hard because her due date was, what, 2 days ago?
2 days ago. They can go up to 5 days after their due date.
I believe it. It's just like the weather has been crummy. So I don't know, maybe it's meant to be. Maybe we're actually blessed if she can hold out till tomorrow. Because I'm hopeful that we can get some of this. It won't dry out completely, but it's really hard to keep this as clean as we want to, especially for new goatlets coming.
Yeah.
With all this rain and mist and fog that, yeah, it's great. But it's okay. I don't know. We're just going to stay on.
There's
Blue
nothing we
Watch.
can do about it.
We can keep cleaning, sweeping, all the good stuff that, you know.
Keep fresh straw down.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I was thinking, babe? We were kind of hopeful that we could have her up here so that you and I could have an entrance with that
Easy
gate.
access here.
Yeah. Problem. She had Harry Houdini, and we only have the chicken wire up over here.
Yeah.
And she's really only comfortable over here. If I'm being honest, she's never done well if we lock her in that one by herself or even with her boys. Yeah. So I think we're going to need to let her be down here, and we'll just move a camera down there.
Okay.
Cool with that?
Yeah. I want her to be comfortable, and I also don't want to lose any other little goatlets again, like this little guy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to do magic tricks in here.
Hi, buddy.
He likes to do the dog food disappearing trick.
Yeah, I know it. You can chew on my hand?
When I was researching the 9 signs that a goat's going into labor, Google got me. And they have like the suggested questions, like you ask a question and they're like, hey, does this question appeal to you? You know, you can click it, little tidbits of information. And a lot of it was about like, how do you know a goat likes you? How do you know a goat's affection? I got in a rabbit hole and I was just like, oh yeah, my goats do that. Oh, they lick our hands and nibble. Oh, they come up and rub up against us and climb us. Like, I mean, I kind of knew. It's a little obvious that they kind of sort of like us, but it was just fun to read all the tells of when they're showing affection to humans. He's down on his knees.
You're a little bit ridiculous, dude.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome.
I mean, is that living the life or what?
Golly, you are something else. So is this guy.
I thought you couldn't see me with my camouflage.
Your camouflage?
Camouflage. I made it up. Put hair on your back. Weeds, you don't know where you are. I blend in.
I don't think you blend in that much. You're a pretty big dude.
You see nothing.
Okay.
I'm camouflaged. See, Herc didn't see me. Oh, I got pepperoni in my pocket.
Oh.
That's why you're...
You gotta give him his pepperoni.
It won't come off of my pocket.
I don't have any treats in my pockets today.
It's a good thing you reminded me, huh? It's a good boy.
Oh, is that good stuff or what?
His mouth is just so big, it seems like challenging for him to chew things. Good boy. That's all I got.
Look how gentle he is when he takes treats.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes he doesn't even get a hold of them and they go to the ground. That's a good boy. That's a good boy.
Herc, somebody sent us treats for you to pass out to all the goats whenever Blue goes to have her babies. As a celebration.
Are they treats I want?
Well, we'll make sure you get treats you want to.
That's a good boy. I think one of the other things they did say was like continually kind of turning back and scratching the area on her right side, you know?
Yep, that and nesting, making her spot. So I think I need to bring some fresh straw in here so that she has a nice cozy place to lay for a little while.
Yeah, we just raked everything out the other day from in here because it was so wet. And it smelled terrible. Then we put down some lime, fresh straw. Trying to keep it clean for you, lady.
The other thing is whenever she's having contractions, she will go like isolate herself and either press on a wall or a post or something like that. That was another sign that she was going into labor.
Yeah. I know, it feels like we're being a little redundant, guys, but it's us learning and trying to take care of these guys. You know how much we love them and care about them and want them healthy. And we just want to make it as easy and peaceful for her as we possibly can.
Well, most comfortable for her.
I feel like that's her scratching whoever's inside there. Do you have any little girls in there? Is that a yes?
Man, it'd be nice to have some girls in there.
So Blue raised Larry and Harry in here, and I think she really liked it. I mean, she loved being away from everybody else for the time that she needed, and she had this shelter. It looks like, I mean, that is a thick bed of straw and some hay that we're putting the hay feeders in there. Can I help you? Your breath smells delicious. Yeah, sure does. You can't check out these shelters without a helper. This guy will actually sleep in the other shelter. Like if he gives up his house to Mama and her boys, I've come down and he's just curled up in that straw bed over there. So we keep them both full in case anybody wants to get out of the big shelter and go to the small ones. Which will also help put Blue down here so I don't take away his favorite secondary place to sleep. Right, buddy? So I'll probably crawl in here in a little bit. Make sure it doesn't smell like they've peed in it. Make sure there's no poop in it. And if there is, put some fresh stuff in, okay? Yeah, I see you. I feel you. I know right where you are. Spruce, as much as Luigi annoys you, you sure do pick up a lot of habits from him. No.
This isn't food.
He picks him up from me. Watch out. Larry? 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 Mine.
You're ridiculous.
I know it. I'm hilarious. Unlike Larry, he's unhilarious. You literally line up your shots.
You're a bully. Don't you even come over here at me.
He's a dive bomber too. Oh, yep, Larry, you're a
I gotta
brave
get
soul.
this straw off of here. Somebody's gonna get hurt.
I love that Larry doesn't back down. I don't want him to get hurt. Spruce, come on, bud. It's just straw. job, Larry. Cooper, you gonna join the party? Currently, we will catch these two playing for up to like 10, 15 minutes at a time, just sparring and standing up on one another, doing their little show-off stuff. And I think it's just part of that pecking order as they're growing up. They are both each the dominant one in the pair of brothers. So Larry and Harry, Koopa and little Mario. Koopa's boss man between he and Mario. Larry is definitely boss man. Nice landing between he and Harry. And then there's Spruce.
Spruce is in his own category.
Yeah, king of the freaking goat pen, people. Come on. Oh, yep, it happened.
Thanks for helping me spread it out, guys.
Just got a little more growing to do, huh? I think you're going to be bigger than Larry. I think you know it too, don't you? I think you know it, don't you, big guy? She's definitely keeping her tail lower than normal.
Yeah.
She usually rides hers straight up, almost touches her back.
Just look at her. She's like, Luigi, you mind sharing a little bit?
You could actually see some movement a couple days ago. It's usually when she begins eating her grain or is transitioning from her grain to her hay. That's when we'll see the most activity. It's a love-hate with the straw.
It is a love-hate with the straw.
It is so wet and soppy and mushy out here. We are so ready for things to dry out. But if you don't put down the straw, everybody's slipping and sliding, and we are just covered in mud. But, you know, for every bit of straw you throw down, you can't help but think like, man, can't wait till we get to rake all that up.
I was going to say, I'm going to be raking this up in a few days.
Yep.
Oh,
it's all right. It does make it way, way more manageable down here. And gives these guys something to do because they think there's food in it.
Are you getting it all cozy up there? I just put fresh straw down up there. Don't pee on it, okay?
That's it. It's definitely a problem.
Don't pee on it because then they won't lay on it. Yeah. They don't want to lay in your pee. They only want to lay in their own. Silly boy.
One of the things about showing affection, like I guess one of the biggest, I mean, it's very obvious, but if a goat just so much as comes up to you, like asking for attention, you clearly have affectionate goats.
We clearly have affectionate goats, huh? Him and Harry were nibbling on my nose earlier.
I don't know, these two littles are very, I mean, they don't hesitate.
These two are very affectionate.
But as far as him being a little bit older and wiser, I guess you could say, he is the most affectionate?
Larry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's the most, he just accepts us more than any other goat.
And he's super gentle about it. He wants to be in your face and get as much attention as he possibly can.
Yeah. Whenever Blue came here, we couldn't pet her, and then she had the kids, and we were worried, like, man, she's going to teach these kids. So we were like overly touchy-feely lovey with the kids in front of her. And I think all that coming together at the same time,
I think it's helped.
Has helped transition her to trusting us. But in turn, we very much succeeded in being able to keep Larry and Harry from being distant.
Yeah. Well, I say that we just keep an eye on her throughout the day.
Okay.
And we'll give them an update a little bit later this afternoon.
Okay.
See if anything happens.
All right, it is now 3:32 in the afternoon. We're real close to our afternoon feeding time, but Shannon and I went and grabbed lunch earlier. When we headed out, all the goats were down in Goatville, which is a little bit weird for this weather, but kind of made sense after not being down there for days. Long story short, we went to lunch, came back, they're all still down there. We recalled Blue had her last goatlets in Goatville. She didn't come to one of these shelters because I don't know, she wasn't used to Herc yet. So we flew through lunch because we were like, crud, we better get back there. Came back. Her tail is definitely crooked now.
And probably even a little bit lower.
A little bit lower, crooked. The babies are moving in there. I witnessed her probably do, I don't know, 2 or 3 contractions. And so we tried to persuade everybody to go where we wanted them to with animal crackers. Tried to get her in here. We were able to get her out of Goatville with the animal crackers, and now Mr. Herc is confused because I zip tied that shut so that everybody had to stay up here for just a minute. We really don't want her having her kids down there because they've got to be there with the kids for a little while, lick them, do all the stuff they got to do. And it just wasn't pleasant down there. Up here, we know we can keep her safe. We can
keep her baby safe.
Keep the baby safe, get her water easily. So she's gone back to eating her hay. So I think these massive zip ties, by the way, one of you sent. Thank you very much. I had no idea. I was like, who uses zip ties that big? And then I couldn't find my rubber bungee cable things with the hooks, you know? And so I was like, hey, I'm gonna use these zip ties. So
they work perfect.
They do. In fact, I was able to push the post up a little bit and kind of fix the latch, get it all zip tied up. So right now it's technically set up exactly how it was when I originally built it.
Other than it's being closed with zip ties.
Oh yeah, the zip ties. That wasn't a part of the original design. It's just so hard to get her to do what you want her to do. She's not nearly as food motivated as the others, and she does not like to be told to go here or grab them horns and move her. So we're just trying to be peaceful about it. We're not stressed, right, babe?
Yeah. You might not be stressed. I'm stressed.
Well, I mean, stress to me would be the lack of preparation, and we're not lacking preparation on this one. This feels a whole lot better than it did even with Mama, you know.
Yeah, I think I'm just anxious. I'm just ready for her to have them.
It's been a lot of build up to this.
Yeah.
A lot of accommodations. So we're gonna put Mama and the boys over there where typically we would put Blue. We'll put her and her boys in here, and then we'll try to get Harry and Larry out and probably leave her in there by herself, because I think she's close enough that if she doesn't go in the next 2 hours, I'd be very surprised.
Okay.
Would you think?
I have no idea, babe.
Both of them gave afternoon births last time.
Yep.
It was a few hours before dusk, but they had a lot more daylight then.
Yeah.
All right, we successfully have Mom and her boys over there, Blue and hers over here. Of course, I gotta stand between Spruce and Luigi till they're finished eating, or they just swap feeders and Luigi eats it all. So we gotta get, like, you don't want Larry and Harry in there with her, right? We gotta do that.
I think we've got to separate them. I think it's time.
Okay. Which she would do pretty much on her own as she started to go into labor anyhow, but...
Yeah, but that way she just has some privacy, you know?
Yep, totally agree. Wasn't the easiest task, but we've got Larry and Harry out here, and they're gonna have to do a little maturing today. I know this guy's really gonna be like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm a mama's boy. But I think all in all, disregarding their hurt feelings, this is the safest and best thing to do, as long as Spruce doesn't get out of hand. Hey, you get your stinker. You stinker. I don't care if she having babies. I'm boss man. You're so considerate. Good job, Larry. I think your mama's been training you for this day. You'll be good. My goodness.
Okay.
All right, she's doing well. We were able to get Larry and Harry out. In fact, you see who's at the gate. It's actually Mama and little Mario like, hey, wait a minute.
They're like, hey, that's our room.
That's where we hang out. And quite honestly, for a little bit, like maybe 2 minutes, Larry was over at the gate. But he seems to be okay. Of course, he also won't get in their way. I think Blue kind of initiated the separation with Harry before Larry. We've seen a lot more activity of her, you know, like if they're eating, she'll kind of keep Harry out, or if he tries to come cuddle with her and Larry, she'll be like, hey, no, go on, you're good.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to be totally fine right out of the gate. He's already used to it. This guy,
Larry's the one that's going to struggle a little.
he'll have a little separation anxiety, but it's 100% normal. In the natural world of goats, that's exactly what happens when mamas get pregnant again after raising their own goatlets. All right, so what's your bet?
I actually think she's going to be a lot less stressed now.
I was thinking more like gender and number of them.
Oh, I'm really hoping for a couple of doelings. I really think there's only going to be 2 in there.
Yeah, I agree. Because we know she's gone full term this go around.
Yep.
We don't know all the details from the first go around, but we did think that potentially Harry and Larry were a little bit premature.
Yeah, she looks super healthy, so.
You looking good, lady.
I think she's going to be good. I think she'll just kind of be at peace in here.
Yeah.
When she's ready to go, she can go.
I love that she's in here and doesn't have access to Goatville.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm going to reopen now. I need these guys to be able to utilize it and go do what they need to do. And if it helps relieve stress, then it helps.
I promise you it's going to be okay, baby girl.
It's hard to know if like she's feeling relieved, thankful, or if it just stresses her out. But overall, the entire situation, where we have eyes, where we don't, where we've got access, where we don't, this is the right thing. This is better for her. This will be better for her goatlets, and it'll be better for us.
Yeah.
So they'll be fine.
She'll be fine too.
And Goatville gets to be reopened so he can do his rounds.
Okay, so it's 4:36. We're going to wrap this video up because I still need to edit it. And if anything happens, you guys know that we'll let you know as soon as possible. But as of now, still no babies.
All the signs are there, which is why we decided to go ahead and do this. But I thought it was going to be today based on
I really
this
thought it
morning.
was going to be today.
I don't know. This may push it sooner. She's making weird motions right now.
You
Tails
can't
down.
force it. It'll happen when it happens.
Yep. And Larry's going to be a big boy about it, aren't you, buddy?
He'll be on the other side of the gate.
All right, guys. Well, sorry it didn't happen in this one. Surely by the next one.
Trust me, we are more anxious than you guys are. We are ready.
Yeah, we're just ready to get to the next phase.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We love and appreciate each and every one of you. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.